Hi guys, this is Conrad from SEOdagger.com, and I was just sitting out here writing a blog post when I had this idea. Hey, how about I shoot you a quick video, give you a quick update what's happening, and maybe give you a couple SEO tips at the same time. So, long story short, I think I mentioned in my last income report on this blog as well, is that we came back from a year in Southeast Asia. We spent 8.5 months in Thailand. Toured Cambodia, Malaysia, spent 3 months in Vietnam, Hoi An, Vietnam, a nice little beach town, and just came back and been spending 2 months, coming up 2 months, I think it's close to 6-7 weeks now, here in Canada. I'm actually in Kelowna right now. We're flying out to Mexico tomorrow, so a lot happening, busy schedule, and we're planning on being there for 6 months, so we'll see, time will tell. So the question I keep getting asked is, hey Connor, what works in SEO? What is working for you? I'm done with theories, so I test everything. I've tested just about everything under the sun to see what works for me. And the thing that I'm focusing heavily on now is press releases. That's one of the things. There's actually 3-4 different things that I focus on, but press releases is one of them. I have a really good guy that I outsource my press releases to. I don't really care what the press release is about. I mainly do it just for the backlinks it brings me. I know you can, tap into, piggyback off of whatever is hot and trending and stuff like that. I don't really waste my time with that, although I haven't really experimented with that. I mainly use it for SEO purposes, just to, diversify my backlink anchor text ratios. Okay, so that's one thing. You get a handful of really, really good, very strong backlinks doing a press release. Some of my key sites, my main sites, I try to do a press release every month. I suppose you could, step it up a bit and maybe do it a little more often, but I set aside a budget. Every month I do a press release for these sites. The other thing too is PBNs, private blog networks. I use them a lot. I don't have a very big private blog network myself, although I'm working on that. I'm trying to grow mine as we speak, but I outsource a lot of that. So I have a lot of connections, people that have decent sized networks. Some of them are in the hundreds, some of them are in the thousands. So what I'll do is I write a bunch of content or simply just have them do it, and then I pay them to post on their networks. You got to be careful with this though. You don't want to go with too many cheap or too public networks, just because you're exposing yourself too much. It's just simply too risky, especially if you're going to be pointing those things at your money site. Okay, I'm going to be including some links, hopefully in the description of this video, of the ones that I use and recommend. The third thing is also PBNs, private blog network, but it's using Web 2.0. It's not new. It's been done for a while. I know some other guys have been doing it for a while. I've only been experimenting with it for the last 3 months or so, and I've had tremendous success with it, and that is Web 2.0 PBN. So basically what you do is you find sites, say blogger.com, free blogs that once used to exist, had good links going to them, but then for whatever reason the blog was deleted. You register that blog again, put some content up, get a backlink from it, and it helps your ranking go up. The thing with those is, even though it's free, and I really like free when it comes to SEO, just because it can get pricey very quickly, the thing with those is you need a bunch of them to see results. One of my sites I tested this on, and I've actually been doing it on a few different sites now, but the one that I really pushed it on, I put some 25 to 30 PBNs that I built and pointed at this site, and it took about 2 to 3 weeks before I started seeing movement, but the movement hasn't stopped. Like, it just keeps growing and growing and growing, improving. The rank is improving. What I do with that one though, and I'll go into more details at another time, but I don't really focus on any specific keywords. The sole purpose of those Web 2.0 blog networks is just to get different kinds of, just to push link juice to the site. It's not to use them to rank for any specific keywords. Okay. Lastly, and then this is even broader, is commenting. I know this is an old technique. I don't spam blogs. I strongly discourage people doing that. It will get you penalized, if anything, especially if you use software to do it. But what I do is I find the top few hundred, let's say the top 200-300 blogs in the niche that I'm trying to dominate, and I go out and manually leave a comment on these blogs and have hopefully a link in the comment, or my name link back to my site. Okay, I recently did this on one of my sites. Actually, you can check it out, SEOdagger.com, just by googling my name, Conrad Braun. I wasn't anywhere to be found for it. So, and you'd be surprised how many people actually have that name. So what I did is that was the only technique I used. I went out and I commented on probably about 100 or so blogs, and that were in my niche. And as a result, I'm now #1 for my name on Google. So I was quite happy to see that. So I guess I was more happy to see that blog commenting actually still works. And that was really the only thing I did to make that happen. Okay, and I did something else, something similar on a different site, on a travel site I own. I went into a specific niche and left a comment on every blog that I could find in that niche. And it took time. I think it took probably closer to 6 months for that one. But I rank now in the top 10, top 20 for just about any keyword in that niche. And it's a fairly competitive niche. So blog commenting still work. It's a lot of work, but it works. Okay. I know the argument is there no follow, you don't get link juice from it. Do it anyway. You can find blogs that have the comment love plugin and stuff like that you actually get some link juice from it. But don't waste your time limiting yourself to that. Just go out, leave a comment, be relevant, become relevant in your niche that way. Okay. So those are the 3 things that I focus a lot on. There's a few other things that I use, a few other methods, but I'm not going to be talking about that now. If you're looking to rank your site, obviously content is key. You've got to have good content on your site, but it is easier to rank any page that is, even if it's irrelevant on a topic, it's easier to rank that for a specific keywords using a very solid backlink profile than it is to rank it by optimizing it for that keyword alone. Okay, people always say, "Oh, backlinks are dead." They're not dead. It's by far still the strongest ranking factor in that I find in when it comes to SEO. Okay, of course, content is great. Content greatly helps, but nothing beats backlinks. So, but again, it is important to have a strong backlink profile. Okay. I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some tips, some ideas. Again, I'll try to include all the links in the description of this video. I'll maybe write a post to go with it as well. Be sure to check out the post. I'll probably go into a little more details with everything. But yeah, hope you enjoy it, and leave me your comments and feedback below. Thanks, guys.